Yeah, Christian's not coming. Dale's not coming.
It's over here. No.
Who else you want to check on? AJ Dias. He's got a rusty.
All right, it's record. I don't know if that.
Yeah, she got audio now. You know what it was? This was low. I cut up too. She got audio now. Yeah, it's picking up. It's picking up. This was low. Look. It won't stop recording now.
folks. We're going to take a short break on being off track here. Fun runs down on the far end are still taking place. And we're going to get our judges their regulations on the order for our knockout. We're going to find out who the remaining drivers of the 24 field that will be going into the top 8 to make our final top 32 round. A little bit this year, a little confusing, I know, but once we get to it, it should be a little more. So yeah, we got just a few minutes. We'll do our driver's meeting and announce who's find out who's going to
Since I'm not like right on them.
bullshit raps. There was a time when MCs used to bust sick tracks. Nah, don't get mad, I'm not saying you can't spit. Some of you wasn't born in, some of you was kids. I was 15, born in 1980, so that's 9-5. Yeah, some of the best albums of all time. If I was you, I'd download Bill for Cuban Links. Group home, living proof is deeper than you think. E40 dropped in a major way, made up his own words, that's why we all say it's all good. And 9 had 9 lives. What you want? 9 fat beats for my rhyme. AZ do or die, you had the double time flow. While the pop charts were dancing to Cotton Eye Joe. Where did he come from? Where did he go? I was watching Biggie on VHS in the show. But people weren't into it. Mike Geronimo dropped the natural, it was nice. The radio was killing Coolio with Gangsta's Paradise. Big L lifestyles of the poor and dangerous out there, brothers. But people weren't into it. Mike Geronimo dropped the natural, it was nice. The radio was killing Coolio with Gangsta's Paradise. Big L lifestyles of the poor and dangerous out there. Next time you're in a jam and you hear Brooklyn Zoo, that's ODB. I paid 15 quid for the CD. I was in the studio working. A young kid, my hairstyle was the blue gel with the curtains. They called me Fat Boy from Def Jam. It was funny. I had the tape of Lost Boys, legal drug money. Lee Ramsey was the best off the top. Pure genius drop. Undercover when the knots thing popped. Before Facebook and bullshit raps, there was a time when MCs used to bust sick tracks. Nah, don't get mad, I'm not saying you can't spit. Some of you wasn't born in, some of you was kids. I was 15, born in 1980, so that's 9-5. Yeah, some of the best albums of all time. If I was you, I'd download Bill for Cuban Links. Group home, living proof is deeper than you think. E40 dropped in a major way, made up his own words, that's why we all say it's all good. And 9 had 9 lives. What you want? 9 fat beats for my rhyme. AZ do or die, you had the double time flow. While the pop charts were dancing to Cotton Eye Joe. Where did he come from? Where did he go? I was watching Biggie on VHS in the show. But people weren't into it. Mike Geronimo dropped the natural, it was nice. The radio was killing Coolio with Gangsta's Paradise. Big L lifestyles of the poor and dangerous out there, brothers. But people weren't into it. Mike Geronimo dropped the natural, it was nice. The radio was killing Coolio with Gangsta's Paradise. Big L lifestyles of the poor and dangerous out there. Next time you're in a jam and you hear Brooklyn Zoo, that's ODB. I paid 15 quid for the CD. I was in the studio working. A young kid, my hairstyle was the blue gel with the curtains. They called me Fat Boy from Def Jam. It was funny. I had the tape of Lost Boys, legal drug money. Lee Ramsey was the best off the top. Pure genius drop. Undercover when the knots thing popped. Before Facebook and bullshit raps, there was a time when MCs used to bust sick tracks. Nah, don't get mad, I'm not saying you can't spit. Some of you wasn't born in, some of you was kids. I was 15, born in 1980, so that's 9-5. Yeah, some of the best albums of all time. If I was you, I'd download Bill for Cuban Links. Group home, living proof is deeper than you think. E40 dropped in a major way, made up his own words, that's why we all say it's all good. And 9 had 9 lives. What you want? 9 fat beats for my rhyme. AZ do or die, you had the double time flow. While the pop charts were dancing to Cotton Eye Joe. Where did he come from? Where did he go? I was watching Biggie on VHS in the show. But people weren't into it. Mike Geronimo dropped the natural, it was nice. The radio was killing Coolio with Gangsta's Paradise. Big L lifestyles of the poor and dangerous out there, brothers. But people weren't into it. Mike Geronimo dropped the natural, it was nice. The radio was killing Coolio with Gangsta's Paradise. Big L lifestyles of the poor and dangerous out there. Next time you're in a jam and you hear Brooklyn Zoo, that's ODB. I paid 15 quid for the CD. I was in the studio working. A young kid, my hairstyle was the blue gel with the curtains. They called me Fat Boy from Def Jam. It was funny. I had the tape of Lost Boys, legal drug money. Lee Ramsey was the best off the top. Pure genius drop. Undercover when the knots thing popped.
Okay, all drivers come down to bay one, please. All drivers come to bay one. We've got the finishing or the qualifying order. All drivers come to bay one, and we'll announce where everyone will be placed.
good. I don't know if I'll be able to drive on the track, will I? I don't think so. That's a Marshall question, right?
Yeah.
I first want to get the opening shot.
Yeah, let's start with that and we'll try to get you out here later.
Hey, girl.
Hey. Hey. Hey, this is Josh with MBK Productions. Just since we waiting on them to kind of finish up the qualifying announcements and all that good stuff, I just figured I'd hop on here and let you know what they're doing. I guess from my understanding, they got 24 people, like they got the 24 qualifiers nailed down, and then now they're talking to the drivers. And they're trying to figure out, well, they're telling the 24 drivers their spots, I think. And then, and then they're going to have, and then they're going to have the other 16 people will go out, and those 16 people will go out there, and they're going to battle for the final 8 spots in the competition. So it'll be a competition to compete. Oh, let me get on the comment section for a second. And so I know that they ain't been commentating much. That's on purpose. They got the headsets down there, but I think they're waiting for the actual competition to start, or maybe just the next kind of 16 potential qualifiers come out. And I think Zach's supposed to come down and get on the headset and just talk to y'all a little bit. But other than that, other than that, I don't know. Oh, yeah. Hey, okay, all right. Where? Maybe I'll just come up here. Although I don't want to break their chairs. I'll just chill right here for a second. But that's me, yeah. But yeah, Zach's supposed to get on the headset for a while. Wants to do comp and all that good stuff. But they're still just deliberating. You know how it goes. Hopefully the sound ain't been too whack. I know last week with CMD we had feedback and whatnot, and just to be honest, we ain't smart enough to figure that all the way out yet. But it's the headsets. Like over here, we got the headsets for the judges and stuff. Whenever the headsets are muted, it kind of just gives some feedback, and it could be one of like 40 problems. And like I said, we just ain't smart enough to figure it out yet. But other than that, hopefully y'all getting the track sound and stuff. We got the other mic on the track for that, and I don't know what else to tell you. There's a black screen over here now. I hope that ain't nothing bad. Okay, it looks like we back. Let me check with my partner. Hey, is it flickering on there? Anyway, we out here in the wind and the heat, and I guess it ain't too much of a surprise that when you got a bunch of cheap equipment just strung all together in like a hodgepodge way, and then you put it out in a bunch of burnt rubber, extreme temperatures and extreme wind, then that don't really mix too well. I don't even know if, hey, you want to pan the gray camera out and at least look at Drismo for a little bit? Drismo's out there. Well, if you've been following anything with the local drift scene, you know Drismo is trying to get his brand or his something going. But he's out there doing a social media game, and right now he's trying to cut some little promo, I think, for Little Rock. But obviously, you know, if you've been watching it all, you see all the pavement out here, which is wild. It definitely looks like a Formula One drift track, and it's pretty much as open as you want to get out here. But he's got Sean over there helping us out with the stream, and he's going to do a little what's he going to do? He's going to do a little film clip with him. He wants to cut a promo and to give a little overhead at the track. But that's his car, that Corvette with the white rims that he still has. Apparently everybody hates on, and he was pretty instrumental last season helping out with a lot of judging at events we went to. He was out there at the first event in Atlanta, you know, with the CMD series, and helped out with that. But and it looks like they. One moment.
So this will be only one battle before we.
All right, so it looks like just an update. We got some deliberation done. It looks like instead of the 16 battling for the final 8 comp spots, it looks like we're just one battle, and so we'll have two. Who are the drivers?
Kim and Bray. Bray's shooting up right now.
Kim.
No, H-E-M.
H-E-M. Oh, so him and Gray, champion?
No.
Oh, okay. So, well,
F-B-R-A-Y is his last name.
F-B-R-A-Y. Whatever. We got two drivers coming back out, and they're going to compete for that final competition spot. And so, yeah, I think that should be done.
Pre-top 32 battle.
The pre-top 32 battle, and that should finalize out all our competitors for the 32. And once Drizzy the Rizzy's done out there, we'll have them up. But all right, but as always, thank y'all for watching. Thanks to all the sponsors. Thanks to Little Rock for having some excellent pavement, and we'll catch y'all in just a little bit here.
Oh, they actually loading on it? I keep forgetting that's my pocket. I took the headset off and forgot the batteries in my pocket. Good catch. Thank you. I thought for sure it was all the fun. I told him how it works. So Alex said if he's feeling fiendish, he might just get on the headset real quick. So
If you don't want them talking or saying anything, just let them know.
All right, cars are going
This is hot now.
So it's going to be a little bit of a challenge for race champion, blue car, keeping up with the lower power cars, so we'll see what goes on. You almost expect to see a little bit of gap here, just to play it safe.
Yeah, both of us. Oh, is there one for each of us? There's one to check. Thank you.
So let's see, we got Ryan on grid over here, getting ready to send them.
A little bit of a dirt drop there, putting on a little bit of a show. Using a little bit more than the course, but not too bad. Look like one tire off possibly.
And that'll be the live micro or headphones right there, right?
Yeah, nice little shade and breeze under here, huh?
Yeah, it is.
You've
I
been
feel
out here sweating your butt off, cleaning the
Yeah. I'm already sunburnt, man.
I think my neck might be too. I've been back and forth
Yeah.
so much.
I was like,
hadn't been under here the whole
yeah,
time.
Christy was like, man, you want some sunscreen? I'm like, dude, it's too late for that. Maybe we'll try again tomorrow.
Yeah, there you go.
You know?
All right, next on the bracket, we're going to have Murphy versus Dysart.
All right.
Dysart coming out onto the track. Murphy is going to lead. Murphy is the slightly higher qualifier.
Brett Dysart used to rock the
McDuffy and
yellow.
Crawford are on deck.
Used to have the yellow Mustang. Switched to this Cobra chassis. Dysart used to rock the yellow Mustang, then switched chassis. Yeah,
Motor in it. It was an old small block,
switched
but
chassis, and ever since he got this one, man, a heck of a run. So drivers
Oh, man, he was doing so
man,
good
tried to put the
earlier.
sauce on a little too hard. Dysart been having killer runs all day. Looked like just kind of tried to give it the beans a little bit too much.
Yeah, just came
There we
around
go.
on that.
Superb run from the lead driver. Not sure if Dysart had any issues on that one or whatnot. Look like they're checking him out on track.
Grant Murphy, part of the Top Dick Garage, looking pretty good at this point.
Grant Murphy finishing out strong. We look at the replay
Yeah.
there.
He had a few
Look at
little
that.
errors, but nothing
Carrying
crazy.
that zone, you know, having that rear zone right there really makes you push out the run wide. So, phenomenal run. Oh, looks like Dysart had the cone they were
Yeah,
getting
he got
out.
stuck.
Looks like Dysart had the cone stuck up under there. He's going to go ahead and get his tires heated up. Give the crowd a little showing.
Yeah, I think that new motor in the new car's got an even broader power band than the other one. The other
Yeah,
one
I
had a lot of
haven't-
power, but it seemed kind of
Yeah, I haven't seen any issues. Just watching him drive, haven't seen any issues in power there. It's not lacking by any means. You know? So here we go. The drivers are going to reverse roles. Dysart with the lead. Murphy
Most of
going
you
in
know.
with an advantage from the spin.
I'm Marshall Eggerling. Zach
And I'm
Sabal,
Zach.
the longest standing staff member, has volunteered to let me drift.
Yeah, never would have thought I'd have got married to it, but I sure did. But, all right, there we go.
Dysart coming in with a smooth line so far.
Yeah, getting a little into the clip there, but running his line.
Murphy staying right with him.
Yeah, absolutely. Murphy with
Oh,
the Z.
Bobby
Oh!
got both. Nice.
Might have got a little greasy there.
Huh. Did they zero at the same time? I couldn't tell on that one. It was pretty close.
We'll have to watch the replay and see what's crack-a-lacking here.
Yeah.
So let's see. We'll
See
get an
if it was
overhead.
independent or was it caused by the lead driver? Okay, everything's looking good here. A little bit of a clip hit there, no big deal.
Yep. So right there, Dysart running a good line. May just been right there. May just look like a a harsh transition. It almost looked like a flick back.
Could have been independent, I'm not sure, and they might have to go back to the lead run to see if there was an advantage one way or another there.
Yep.
But we'll have to see what the judges say.
Yep. So right there, Dysart got a little bit of grass stuck in the bead of that front tire. Look at
Grant
that.
Murphy moves on. The spin was too much to overcome.
There we go.
On that
Valiant
first run.
effort by Dysart. I'm personally proud of the guy, man.
Yeah.
Come a long way and just starting to shred. So
Heck yeah.
maybe this is the entry to getting up there in points.
Yeah, and his family comes with him all the time. It's super supportive and everything.
Absolutely.
They cook a big meal out here and everything. And his son is so itching to get in that driver's seat. All right, so
I'm gonna go ahead and fill in the bracket here a little
McDuffy
bit.
versus Swain next.
Crawford.
Oh, sorry.
Yep. So you got McDuffy versus Crawford here.
Okay, yeah. I jumped the gun on that one. All right. Some of the drivers being mixed up on which side to start on. We're starting left side for lead.
So right there, just to reiterate, Champion moved on. Champion's next battle will be against Murphy.
Grant Murphy.
So let's see here.
Right. McDuffy was supposed to go with one of his other cars, but I don't know if he had a problem with them or what, but now
Yeah,
he's back into the
when I was over there, I saw him
rinsing
pecking
off.
on it a little bit, Hey, you can peck on it as long as the vultures don't come out. You're good, man.
Good to go.
You're clearing track right now.
So right here, having a little bit of track maintenance going on. Looked like when Dysart spun, kicked a little bit of gravel up on track. Got one of the awesome volunteers out there cleaning it up.
Yeah.
I was
We've
being
had
a
some
rock
pretty
star
good
out there,
support
but
today.
I was
Man,
like,
you gotta have a team to do it though too.
Yeah,
man.
no, that's what I said. I said,
Luckily,
man, y'all gonna have to hold your own here because I'm gonna be MIA, man.
tied up.
So, but I think we figured out the, just being out on track, figured out the problem areas. There was one on the second touch and go there. A lot of people were cutting into that inner clip, or where we get a cone now, but a lot of people were kind of running a shallow line, getting into that dirt. So it's kind of kicking a lot of that mess out there. But I think once we got that cone in place more as a guide, it helped clean up everybody's line a little bit, kind of force them to recognize where the track edge is. So it looks like after this pairing, we'll have Swain versus, I'm horrible at names, what is it, Ransky?
Yeah, Ransky.
Ransky, all right. So that'll be our next pair in there.
And
So here we
saw him
go.
make grid life in the purple
Yeah. So there you go. McDuffy throwing it in.
Yeah.
Oh. Getting a little bit into the outside clip. They're coming in. Nice fill of the
Crawford with
zone.
a bit of a rear dirt drop there. Maybe a little shallowing as well. But he's
Crawford
still
right.
running
Oh,
with it.
right before the finish
Yeah,
line.
he didn't exit under control, unfortunately, yeah. McDuffy with a pretty good run there.
I can't hear myself in the headphones, so I don't know if the live is, if it's on or.
All right, try it now.
All right, as we take a look at the replay, I still can't tell. Oh, okay, all right, cool. They got me, Marshall. It's all good. I'm the rookie up here. I just got up here, so trying to make sure.
You can hear it from this one.
Cool. So here we go, swapping orders. Throwing it in, looks like McDuffy leaving a little bit of gap. Oh, Crawford getting a little bit out into the dirt, straightening up, reinitiating. McDuffy staying on power, kind of leaving a little bit of gap. Maybe he knows that Crawford's offline. Oh, a little bit of a straighten. Well, that was a straighten there from McDuffy as well. Kind of seemed like once that line got thrown off, both drivers lost the line and had to reinitiate. So we'll see. It might be call from the judges. We'll see what it is. You know, lead for lead. We'll see what it does. You know, obviously, if McDuffy had a better lead, then I say that pretty much cancel out, and you just kind of go from there.
McDuffy. All right, judges say McDuffy gets the win. The on point parts.
Yeah, on point
Sponsored.
Parts sponsored.
You down with
350Z.
OPP?
I believe rocking the complete Stillin.
Which one? Ah, okay.
All right, if anybody in the pits can let Chandler Crawford know, he is leaking something. A lot of something. So next pairing, looking at Swain and Radomski. I'm so horrible with names. Radomski. There we go. So we see them. We see going down there in the tire warm up. Got Cameron Swain. Got internet famous from tandeming with Chelsea Denofa.
Oh, yeah.
Grid Life. That boys was putting it on each other's door and having a blast.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about, man, making the memories, you know. So we tell all the guys over there on the fun run course.
And then we'll have Honorati versus Helderman next.
Yes, Cameron is the higher qualifier, so he will lead.
He had points from last year, so he's able to get one of those higher positions. And then we had our Tony Drifts driver as the highest qualified driver of the new drivers, and he took that 15th spot.
Man, I'll tell you what, watching him come through basically that second rear touch and go, coming around that whole corner, just left foot braking, just dragging that front tire, man.
Yeah, he's got some talent for sure.
Was it pretty sure stock BMW? So here we go, Cameron Swain throwing in the quote-unquote initiation.
Yeah. First round, first corner.
Looks like both drivers hanging their own. Little bit of a wider line from the follow car. Oh man, big old flick into that back sweeper. Kind of threw him offline just a hair. Cameron Swain coming through saying, bro, I'm just going to run my line, man.
Yeah, he did doing his thing. Might have had a few corrections in the follow there, but both pretty good runs. Swain seemed to have a small advantage in my opinion.
Yeah, I would agree there.
Let's see if Swain can follow and keep that same momentum going.
So we'll see the pairing as we look at the replay. You see right there a little bit of a correction, kind of got offline. Swain just heading on out. Both cars finishing strong though.
All right, we'll swap the order. Let Ransky lead this time. Swain in the chase with the yellow BMW Z4.
Yeah, both cars running some boost, throwing it down, man, in their own respect. So here we go. Let's see what happens. Oh,
sounds like a bad shift.
Yeah, definitely a bad shift. But I don't know. I couldn't see from here who misshifted, man.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I would assume the lead driver just because of the loss of launch. But
yeah, we'll see on the playback what goes down. It'll definitely be obvious. We know that.
Yeah, Swain a little bit notchy there, but he was kind of choked up a little bit, I think, by the lead drivers.
Yep.
Unless he caused it to himself by cutting the line too much. We'll
yeah,
see how the judges see it.
that could always be a possibility. You know, it's if you do cut line a little bit, hey, you might choke yourself out.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, both drivers looking like pretty good line.
Track too. I don't know if we told our audience yet, but obviously you can see all the new paving. But man, there is so much grip on this track right now.
Most definitely.
All right, looks like Swain gets the win.
Cameron
Moves
Swain,
on.
congratulations to both drivers. Yeah, I was talking to Evan Azeroff over there. I was like, hey man, you know, how's tire wear? He's like, it's like I just changed them. And I was like, dude, that's crazy, man.
That was my same experience yesterday in testing. I got about 10, maybe 12 runs, and 2 of them being the full course at 80 miles an hour on the back stretch, and my tires still look brand new. So
And let's not lie, you're boosted 5.3, so dude, you were blowing the tires off, man.
Yeah. Now I don't know. Now there may be a slightly different experience with a heavier car like a Mustang.
Absolutely. Oh, leading Helderman.
Yeah, Helderman's running right with him right there. He's the far lower seated driver, but man, he is driving the wheels off that
Man,
Mustang right now.
that's pretty good right there. Oh,
He got
looked
a
like
little
he got
too tight.
got a little too tight. But I gotta say too, Darren did a clutch last night. I think they started about midnight.
Yeah,
But-
they actually just cleaned up the flywheel and put a new disc in it. Only no new pressure
Oh,
plate
yeah?
or anything. They cleaned up the pressure plate. They cleaned up the flywheel and put a new disc in it, and that was it.
I
So
mean,
hopefully it holds up for him in this super
Yeah.
grippy track.
I know he's riding Kendas too, so they're a little gripped up.
Yeah.
Especially with the track, I could imagine Kendas and new pavement.
Last I heard, he was running 70 pounds on a 225.
Oh man, I guess you got to do what you got to do,
The
man.
struggle is real with traction today.
So right there on the replay, when we come, Helderman putting down a nice lead run, getting it around that corner and just powering through. So let's see here in the rear sweep. Probably see Darren cut line just a little bit to try to catch up.
A lazy transition there too by
But-
Honorati, but
Kind of maintaining the same proximity all the way around. But we'll look at this replay back and see what's up. I was gonna say. So let's see.
Logos in the track.
Yeah.
Man, that's pretty cool.
Man, that's gonna be a tough one to call. It might have just been. I mean, the only thing I could see, like realistically, was. I mean, obviously, I'm not a judge, but it might just come down to where Helderman kind of tried to get too tight and got choked up and had to straighten and reinitiate. But we'll leave it to the judges. They may have a call. They may have it one more time, man. We'll see what's up.
Watch that replay one more time. Helderman
Yeah.
and the lead did quite well.
Quite phenomenal. Yeah, phenomenal.
All right, a little celebration of the battle. Who won? Oh, okay. Helderman.
Oh, man.
Out Honorati. Nice, yeah. Hit that lead run, man. I will say by Helderman was very good.
Yeah, I think
it was super smooth.
Darren may not have held it too good. I did see, watching the replay this last time, I did see there was a little correction there. So
And there was
it
a
comes
super
down to
shallow, if not a straighten, maybe kind of, that might have played into it. I can't tell for sure, but I'm sure the judges saw it and made their decisions between the three of them.
So here we go, Mabry versus Evans. Coming up, looks like Curtis going to lead the green Mustang.
Yeah, he was a
Evans the chase.
returning driver from last year.
Yeah, Curtis's lead lap's been, from what I saw earlier, is pretty solid. Got them new fatty wheels on there.
I have no idea how he doesn't rub, but man, he says it doesn't, and it's good.
Yep. Throwing a little bit of a gap, a little bit of a straight there, but
follow.
Coming around, but
a little more.
solid lead run.
Yeah.
Shoot. Evans had to play a little bit of catch up there. It may have threw line off just a hair. But again, in their own respect, both drivers doing what it do. I mean, they got to be good because they made it into the bracket, with that new seating format you got. Everybody had to fight to get in this thing, So,
and it's prepared for a high amount of drivers. We could have had 40 or 50 drivers. It would have made the competition run a lot longer.
how many do you end up with?
We had 37, but not all of them made it through.
Yep. So here we go. Evans. Let's see if maybe he can keep it up. Oh, almost getting into the tires there.
He's going wide to kind of stay a little bit behind the slightly slower lead driver there.
Yeah, but
So he's
I wouldn't
doing
even say
more
that's
of a
slow
show
because
drift.
that's a pretty good solid run right there on lead, man. Keeping it nice and fluid all the way through.
I feel like Curtis has a slightly more powerful car is my point, where
Oh yeah,
he
absolutely,
might
yeah.
have to go a little bit more show drift style to keep it behind him and running a good drift line.
Absolutely.
All right, judges deliberating.
So to see here again. Man, it's solid, but getting deep into that zone. And that's almost, I mean, be real, that's how you got to do it, or else you're going to choke up on the far end of it, you know. So there we go, Ant on camera. Wave and say hi, Anthony. Hey!
Our boy Ant.
So there again, just want to thank MB Quads for giving us this, in my opinion, one of the best live streams around, you know. I mean, phenomenal job. So.
All right, looks like it was too close to call. One more time.
Oh boy! One more time. That's what's up. So right there, we'll see what they do coming around. Hopefully,
It'll be an easier call for the judges this time.
Yep,
You know?
and that too, you know, it kind of makes it hard as a driver when you know, okay, man, I didn't get it, and we got to go one more time. The pressure's on, you know. Back in my competition days, that's where I'd choke. All right, Curtis.
On deck, we got Wright and Phillips. Phillips could be a buy run.
Man, definitely a cleaner run from both drivers. Look at that. On them touch and goes. Curtis laying down, trying to get it up in there. So let's see.
Yeah, Beamer
Pretty
definitely hit with
solid.
a
Just
mistake
a little bit of bobble there.
Yeah. These guys are putting on a show for us. All right, now we're going to let the Beamer lead this time with the Mustang chasing.
Yep.
Curtis Mabry in the follow. And Evans in the lead this time.
So there we go, looking back at the replay. Man, I didn't realize from the top you can see where people have been slinging that dirt out there, man. I tried to get some of it, so here we go. Man, rocking it wide, what was that?
It's a corner light from the BMW, I think. And then the follow driver punted it.
Deep in there.
That was so close to the rear, he tipped it over.
See, it feels like, you know, even on both ends, man, it's kind of maintaining the same level of gap. So we had a corner light go yeet.
Return to sender.
Man, that was awesome though, getting deep into them zones. Trying to take out the media with the cone. Right here, got the Riverside banner. That's what's up. Shout out to Riverside. Y'all awesome at what you do too. You know, a lot of drift from one organizer to another. Just you know, everybody that is an event organizer, you already know it's a lot of hard work, and we give super kudos to everybody. Much respect, much love. Was a call on that one? You made a call on that one?
Yeah.
What was that? Ooh. Evans gets the win. Like just solid all the way around. Curtis with a doing super good, but just not enough mustard to take out Evans. Then I heard Andy may have had some car issues there. Oh man, we just got a got a word. Apparently, all right. So Andy was having some stuff.
They rewired the whole car.
They rewired the whole car to get, what was it, drive-by-wire, yeah. So drive-by-wire and just throttle issue after throttle issue. So apparently what they're doing is deleting codes throughout the course so it doesn't mess up. And I guess they had 3 runs over on the practice track and it all worked good. So here we go. Right. Seems to be working good so far. Phillips throwing it wide. See if they try to tuck in. It's like Andy Wright, you know, from last year, man, or just seeing it anywhere. Super consistent driver. So it's like Phillips got his hands full, but both drivers laying down an awesome run. I know I say that every time, but dang, dude.
Good driving's good driving.
Good driving, yeah, good driving is good driving. So right there, it looks like deleting the codes as they go through the course, man. That's a new one for me.
Yeah.
All this new technology, man, I guess. I'm old school like Marshall. He's got to change his throttle cable. Throttle cable, what's that, man? So there we go, the replay. Looked like Andy just kind of running away. Phillips in the chase, just billowing the smoke. It's good to see.
Putting on a show.
Most def. So we're going to flip him around. Let's see.
Man, just like every year, the talent just seems to go, and then the level of the vehicles goes up all the time, man. Just like
yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you compare back when we first started in 2005, 2006 to the driving now, it's like Andy trying to get tucked up in there, but man, phenomenal lead run
in the pocket.
Oh, big dirt drop.
350.
Andy, that was able to let Andy get tuck up in there.
Gave him the wide to give him his room to tuck back in.
Big old dirt drop. So we'll watch the replay on that. I was almost going to be like, man, right on the edge of the line. It's right there. Nice entry from Phillips, getting around that first cone. A little far from the first touch and go. Second one looks pretty good.
Andy Wright.
Looked like it was just, oh man. So right there you can see in the replay, it looked like Andy almost prove a point.
Nudge that fender with that front fender.
So it looked like, you know, when he saw that replay, it almost looked like Andy kind of anticipated a spin or something like that. You see him kind of check up a little bit, and then as soon as he knew he was going to get it, just got right back into power. Yeah, man.
All right, now we got the 16-year-old up next. So we've got Tony Martin and Jake Little. Tony's going to lead first because he was a driver from last year with points. So he's in that top half.
Jake right up in there. Oh! Wow. Almost a little
bobble. He kind of had to work a little bit, but he was definitely offline and angle, I would say.
Yeah, just a little. It seemed like a little in throttle and just let out throttle and just kind of let it settle so he didn't over rotate.
Tony all day on the rev limiter.
Yeah, you know we love them VQ, straight pipe VQs.
Yeah, and long tubes and everything to make it just like a trumpet, VQ trumpet.
It's right there though. 16 years old, man.
Yeah. He's got some passion too, man. He like asked me all these questions and stuff about, he just wanted to know all the information.
And not only that, it's just good to see him get in young because, I mean, you think about it, some people that get in the drifting are, you know, a little bit older, and it's like, man, you start at that young of an age, you have so many years that just progress, and you don't get old and you don't get hurt. So here we go.
See if Tony can follow.
Looks like Jake kind of throwing in a straight initial. Oh, nice on that.
Yeah, good adjustment by Tony.
So there, Jake throwing it in. Man, there you go, right in that rear zone. Looked like Tony straightened out.
Oh, yeah.
Looked like, now watching Tony earlier.
I thought it was a little shallow, but that seemed to be more.
Yeah, that might be a tough call there. But I noticed, you know, I think Tony, he said earlier he's going like second to third, back down to
I think
second.
He's just staying at second and bouncing the limiter now. Personally, I'm guessing by what I
It's 'cause
saw.
I felt like I saw some missed shifts earlier potentially.
So maybe he's decided to get rid of
Yeah,
that
a little
potential,
bit.
and that was hurt.
It's just hard to see from this angle. I just saw you point that way.
Yeah, if you'll do it a little more obvious so we can know too. Who got it?
That.
The vet. Okay.
Oh man,
The
young buck,
16-year-old
little young
Luzon.
buck, Jake taking the win.
Yeah, man, 16 years old, winning his first. Well, I don't know if he's won battles prior to this because I knew he competed at the Unlimited shootout last weekend.
Yep.
So congrats to him to get seat time and really wanting to jump into those competitions. And now he's got a battle under his belt. First one for MB Drift.
So yeah, it looks like for Jake, next battle is going to go against Phillips there in the green 350Z. So it looks like almost. Yeah, I don't know what happened in Tony's car, man. If he'd have held it together, that would have been could
Yeah,
potentially
looked good on the first lead,
could have
for
potentially
sure.
been
just a little shallow
win.
in that final turn, but it still was really good. And the error, certainly by Little in the follow, was a little bit to overcome. But unfortunately, Tony kind of gave it away a little bit in the chase at that last turn.
Absolutely. So up in the next pairing, those of you that are following along, we're on the other side of the bracket now. So we're going to start with our second qualifier, getting it in from last year with the higher seed. So Max
Seabear.
Seabear
Yeah, Seabear.
leading.
Against Mason.
Yep, Mason Magnolo.
Mason with the straighten.
Mason out there in
I don't know if he got picked up.
bone stock car there.
Yeah.
He's been
Out of drifting. For
out of drifting for a while. Decided to get back in it. Need that seat time therapy. You know, I know for him, win, lose, or draw, he's going to be excited just to be out driving. You know, he's like, because I know he wasn't really thinking about doing comp, but he's like, yeah, we'll do it. Why not?
Yeah, it just makes it more interesting and fun and helps you progress your skills.
Yeah.
That's why we always try to, you know, even though it's a lot of work to run a comp series, you know, we just feel that it's our history. We want to just keep it going, and we want those drivers to progress. And when they're thinking about that in a competition format, it lets you expand your skill even
Absolutely,
further.
no pressure. You know, Max is a consistent driver, and so we'll see how Mason does and see how Max follows. So here we go, Mason with kicking it in. Max looks like he's going to try to tighten it up right off the rip. Oh, yeah, nice throttle control.
And a little adjustment there. Oh,
Yep.
Tiny straighten by the lead.
So right there, let's see. Oh, getting a little bit on the inside, but was able to maintain drift. So right there, actually, I bet you forgot Mason was an old teammate of ours, man.
That's right.
Old Decepticons team.
Yeah, I think I think it was him and that we won a 4-person team tandem battle.
Yeah. So yeah, Mason used to rock
way back.
the 1JZ S13.
Yeah.
He's got a
Back when I was boosted KA.
yeah, man. Mason got a
All right, looks like Seabear gets the win.
LS S14, but
Yeah.
this is the track car, man. It's an insurance write-off. He got it smashed and rebuilt it, and
Yeah.
seat time
Out
car,
here
man.
having a good time.
Yeah. That's what
I
it's
like
all
those
about.
chassis. They're a little. I thought they were kind of short on the wheelbase side, but supposedly they're close to a 240.
Yeah. I didn't mean to talk about Mason the whole time, but
Yeah, you have a lot of
my homies,
information
I
on
work
him,
with them, all that.
Yeah.
So Max
Seabear.
getting the win.
Yeah.
That, you know, a consistent driver too. So we'll see here.
Yeah, right now, a lot of the higher qualified drivers are actually moving in and getting wins, so kind of makes sense. We've had a few upsets on that because of certain reasons, but overall, majority have gone the way the higher seated driver has taken the win.
Absolutely. So right here we got Tony drifts.
Man, this kid don't play. He can drive the wheels, and this thing's mostly stock as far as I can tell. I don't know if he has angle mods or anything, but
Yeah, definitely sounds stock engine, you know.
it's nice to see the fun course in the background of the live stream.
So, and that's one thing too. You get knocked out at comp, man. Just go over there and have fun.
Yeah, keep on ripping. That's
So-
where Mason's going right now, probably.
Yep. So we got Tony Drifts at the line, and then coming up, we'll see Troy Roland. Coming up, you get to see a.
This is an uncommon chassis.
Yeah, uncommon chassis, but man, put a lot of work into it, and
he's been drifting with us for a while too.
Yep, progressing, and you know, each time I think it was like just the difference from, I believe, getting coilovers on it last time just made a huge difference. And been riding the wheels off it today, so there we see pulling on the track.
Look at that big booty, good Lord.
So yeah, that's who we should ask about tire wear.
Yeah.
Because anybody that knows that's a big,
a healthy girl.
That's a big biche.
All right, Tony Drifts with that top qualifying with the new drivers, but Troy was with us last year, so he got some advantage there.
Yep, and Troy, he ain't no slouch neither.
Keep it going.
Coming around, there you go.
Just some momentum.
Did lose some momentum, but
in there.
With a big heavy car like that too, it's almost like, man, once you get moving, it's a little hard to.
Plus, such the high grip level that we have here today, and that extra weight is going to work against him, unfortunately, a little bit here.
Yeah, so we'll take a look at the replay. I'm gonna watch.
You gonna watch
lead
the
car?
wobble?
Well, I'm gonna watch Tony's car in the lead, because it seems like after the second touch and go, from what I was seeing all day being on track, so right after here, it's like just dragging, left foot braking and just dragging that front tire.
Ooh, almost
right
went
before
off course,
transition,
but he checked
almost.
out just enough to avoid the off course.
I gotta give kudos to Troy, man, holding that wide line out there
outside of that
too.
one bobble and causing him to lose proximity, he had a good run going.
So we'll see.
Wonder if we're having a technical difficulty.
So we'll see, maybe.
Oh, he was
okay.
confused.
No, I see what it was. Checking with the spotter to see, because I saw him do the loop around. So kind of saying maybe what not. So we'll see Troy in the lead and see what Tony Drifts can do in the chase. So I would expect nothing more to see Troy throw down a solid lead run here. Oh no!
That's uncharacteristic.
Little bit of dirt drop off of that, killing that.
Oh man, Troy kept it going.
So that's everything I expected there. Nice, solid lead run.
Yeah, much more comfortable in the lead position.
But he did
great in the follow, except for that one.
Keeping it on the edge of track the whole time, you know.
Wow.
So we'll see Rut rolls down. Man, look at them front wheels. Man, them things those are awesome too.
Yeah, they look pretty high quality from here. That Hemi.
So we got the judges deliberating. See where they go from that. We'll watch the replay again. Right there, keeping it right on the edge of the track.
All right, looks like the judges have deliberated. Let's see how they go. And Tony gets the win, but it wasn't as quick of a decision as it could have been, because that dude can freaking wheel.
I think that kind of goes.
Was running right there with him.
Yeah, I think potentially Troy's mistake, just coming out right here to that first.
In the lead, he was all good. He lost a little momentum even in the lead.
Yeah. But then again, you got to think, man, you got that heavy car.
In the follow, though, Tony actually made a slight error there as well. So that made it not a snap decision. They had to actually really think about it and say, all right, was it really enough? This versus that versus comparing the deductions.
Yeah, because it's like there. It's almost like where Troy almost. I wouldn't say almost angle stalled, but just kind of almost got extremely slow.
Lost a little bit of momentum between the grip and his power level, I'm sure. All right, let's see who we got next.
Up next, we got Stoneburner versus Williams.
All right, hopefully he got his car going again.
Oh, did something happen?
Well, he lost his belt and his serpentine belt, and so he sent the wifey to the store to go get another one. And I thought he had plenty of time to get it done, but we will have to make sure he's coming soon or give him a 5-minute call.
So yeah, we'll see Dan Stoneburner coming up to the line. We'll see make it up in time.
Oh, you got one. Never mind.
Yeah, it's all good. I lost my pen, man.
I lost my walkie.
That's why there's 5 of them sitting on the table.
Half of them don't work though, so don't get too high of expectations.
Oh no! I think I got. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say I think I got one of them.
Power on. 1.
So right
We need
there.
Dan Stoneburner to the line, or he's got to take 5 minutes. What's going on?
I'm looking for him.
So when they do come to the line, Stoneburner will have lead preference for.
He's in
higher
roughly
qualified.
stall 5 normally.
So right there, we got our track workers graciously
On the
trying
hunt.
On the hunt for Stoneburner. If he's not up in ample time, he will have to use the competition timeout.
Let's go ahead and ready our next pairing just in case.
Man, I'm so bad with.
Sweet. All right, so we got word that Stoneburner is on the way.
Yep, I hear it. So
Got a little delayed.
yeah, and shout out to Stoneburner, man. Been working on that car for a long time doing the
Yeah,
doing
thought he
that
got
LS
it
swap.
100% right and then lost his belt.
Yep, and I mean that's what you got to test, man.
Yeah,
you
when
know.
he said most of the advice he got was to go with a hard set tensioner that provides the tension. And I was like, in my experience, I've done that in the past, and it didn't work out for me because the belt flexes so much that it'll loosen up and kick at high RPM. So I suggested he go back to the actual tensioner built in rather than just a fixed set pulley.
Totally.
So.
Totally.
If not for this time, maybe he'll work on that for next time if he keeps kicking belts,
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, this is where we'll find out, right?
Yeah. Well, let's see if we can get through the course with the
So right
complete
there,
belt.
hopefully, yeah. I mean,
I hear a
hopefully
pretty beefy
making it.
V8.
Yeah, I thought I heard him earlier, but hopefully he got just a few more moments, or gonna have to shut down because. I don't know about anybody else, but sitting on grid, you kind of get it's like if you get out there and just go, you don't think about nothing. And the longer you sit, you're like, oh man.
You get in your head.
Yeah, unless you're just like, screw it.
Yeah. Take a break.
So right there, it looks like he's pulling out on track now, so that's good. We're about to have to lay the hammer down. So probably gonna go back there and spin it around a time or two to get some.
Heating the tires?
No,
not necessary. He's not trying to risk it. All right, Stoney's got to lead first because he ran with us last year and he's got points on the board. So
now,
who's he going against again?
Williams. Now I'll say I was watching this car earlier too, and solid run. And then looks like both cars coming around. Oh, looked like Stoneburner got into the dirt and spun.
Stoneburner using the rest of the lap as a test session because this is first lap all day.
No way, all day?
Yeah.
Oh man, that explains a lot. Shoot.
He's had the time to spare, luckily, but then again, he doesn't have the
coming out cold.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, what's Williams' first name? What's Williams' first name? Tyler.
Yeah. Tyler's cheering section over here, rooting for him.
Yeah,
we love to see that.
I know y'all like seeing that one right there. It's like, go ahead, just put yourself out now. But yeah, with unfortunately for Stoneburner, not really getting much practice time, man. Getting a little bit too much on the sauce.
He lost it in probably the toughest turn on the track too, potentially. Well, that's the slowest turn on the course. Then that back far turn is pretty tough.
Tyler Williams was throwing down early. Solid lead run. So let's see here if they can maintain the. Look at that, nice into that touch and go.
Yeah, Stoney would have been better off to follow to follow that lead line, huh?
Boy, see Stoneburner having the cut line to try to get, and then just washing out. Tyler throwing down a
I'm pretty impressed.
pretty good lead run, man.
What's his qualifying position?
Looking at 26. So definitely, I mean, obviously, again, you could drive good if you put that many people out to get up to 26 out of 37. But I was watching earlier, and
Tyler gets the win.
Tyler was throwing it down, and I mean, if you're Dan, I feel like you can't be upset at that because the car held through.
Yeah.
It got fixed. You're still out there to be able to shred. So.
Yeah. Still got some points on the board.
Yeah.
All right. So next we got Campbell versus Cahan. Cahan?
Yeah. Callahan.
Callahan.
I guess.
It's like at the line earlier they said Callahan, and that's actually not too far off. I'm guessing there.
So now watch. I was watching Chad earlier too. Well, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I was watching everybody, but
you got the on-track view though for the longest time.
Hey, that's what like all the volunteers out there. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
And they're like, dude, this is I'm right in the action. So here we go. That V8 350Z. A little bit of a correction. Chad just looked like he is pedal to the metal, trying to get through that thing as fast as he can, but laying down a solid lead run.
Yeah.
So we'll see here. Watch the overhead on the replay. See what we got going on. Both drivers been shredding all day, so you know they're ready to party. So there we go. Looked like a little bit of a bobble from Campbell up front. And then a chase car, a little bit of a correction there. So it looks a little twitchy on the follow car. Chad just maintaining an angle and stuff like that.
Rear zone either. He was kind of cutting line to keep proximity, or just to maintain the drift kind of thing.
Yep. Just a little twitchy, so they'll switch roles.
Yeah, it's not bad, but there's a little bit of bumps right there. And, Campbell off the line a little bit there in the beginning, but he's able to collect it. Oh, a little lazy transition at best. Ooh, that might be a tough one. I see some errors going both ways.
Sure, we'll see the replay.
Chad
and see
over-rotates
Chad.
a little bit and has to run a shallow line and dip a tire. Then run out hits. They both hit the rear clip.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. They're just kind of a little bit lazy of a transition, but I mean, it worked.
All right, let's see where we're going with the judges. Whoa, Callahan gets the win. Moving on.
Must have been that tire dip there. I don't know if he can get a
Judges, you care to give an explanation as to why it went one way or another with one of those?
Does this work?
Yeah, just flip the mic down. Oh, yeah.
Just give me your thing.
Not sure.
All right, can you hear me on this thing?
Yeah, they're gonna
Okay,
talk
cool.
about it. I guess
So
we
the
should have
reason
been doing
why
this earlier. Lesson learned, huh?
The reason why Chad lost was because in his lead run he wasn't in any of the zones, and then in Chad's chase run he had a bobble on the initiation. So
Alex
that's why we sided with
giving
Z.
live a little bit of explanation.
Thanks, man. All right, a little insight from the judges.
Yeah. Not like it just was weird timing, not like we were trying to convey one way or another, but just we should do that.
Nah, we don't see it all. They're seeing looking more critically than we are.
Here we got Koval. See, like Jeremy Koval was getting a little bit. Oh, Keller with a little bit of a. I'll have to watch that one again. But Koval keeping it on track and maintaining drift through that whole new sleeper.
Yeah, he was our second highest qualifier from last year.
Yeah.
Second highest in points, that is. Koval there, doing a great job.
Mr. Keller, wanna lead? See, I don't know the first name, so I gotta call by last, man. My fault.
He's the one I'm not overly familiar with myself as well.
I am like, as we mentioned 100 times, being on track, I kind of out of the loop. But
Yeah,
it's all good, man. I'm just here to see some
We're
good,
gonna get
good
to know him
tandems.
this season, though.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
I'm just here to see some good tandems. So. Oh man, big old dirt drop. I thought dirt drop from Koval too, having to readjust line.
Yeah,
looks like a
lot of
huge
adjustment.
correction by Keller going into the last sweeper as well. And I thought that's the bridge. There's a big. I thought for sure about the National Lampoon Vacation that thing. So we'll see it here again on the overhead. Looked like just got a little too much sauce, over rotated, and then tried to flick back, dropped a big tire off that, which in turn threw Koval offline, like big old dirt drop, and then had to reinitiate, and then right there Keller kind of coming in, having to use a momentum drift. Seemed like just that lazy transition there.
That's a lot to process in those two runs.
I don't want to say, you know, it could have been cleaned up a little bit.
For
you
sure.
know, both drivers could have cleaned it up a little bit, but you know, as you guys know, once you get
Right,
offline,
there
it's hard to get back in your
gets the
groove.
win. Jeremy Koval, our second seated driver for the day. See if they'll do a little celebration. Just a nice old burnout. All right, congrats. All right, Koval moving on. And we're getting down to the final couple of pairings in the top 32.
Yeah, this next pairing sounds like some kind of somebody I would see like, hey man, I'm going to a concert tonight. I'm going to see
Who you going to see?
Shaky Brown.
Oh, all right, nice. I like his stuff.
Better than Stanky Leg Brown. Yeah. So here we go. We got old Shake Flair.
Shake at the line. Good to see a good old cat like that's been around a long time, still coming back to visit us.
Super OG. Got the S13 with the 280 front. Definitely a unique car.
Yeah. Not legal in FD anymore to swap front ends, but, or at least that's the way it was back in the day. I don't know if they started allowing it again or not. All right, here's the all-white 350Z with Brown coming on track.
It's almost like an oxymoron. You know, if his last name was Black, then he'd be like Black and the white car. Yeah. I need to stop being cheesy. My fault.
Michael Jackson song, Black and White.
So there you go. Then Shaky getting the higher seed, so coming in.
Returned
from last year, so 14. So going to get the lead. So here they go.
This car's always so deep and
rowdy. Shaky coming deep in that speed. Oh, got Brown to over rotate. As long as Shaky can maintain the rest of the course, I think it'd be a pretty good advantage. Huge advantage on that end. So there we go. A little woo for Shake Flair.
Yeah.
If y'all see him out there, give him a flare chop.
Just a little dirt drop at the end.
So Brown going to finish out the run.
So potential minor deduction at the very end for Shaky, but otherwise the run looked pretty darn good to me.
Rolling through, got the PCM strapped to the intake manifold and everything, man.
Clip's pretty good.
Shaky running more of a midline, but ain't nothing wrong with that. You getting it done.
There's the dirt drop. Splash of dirt.
Filling it out. So we'll see.
Now in a practice run, that's like celebratory dirt splash, but on this one, that's a tiny deduction because he dipped that one tire just a little. But still, not going to come anything close to overcoming an absolute spin.
So here we go. Brown's going to lead. Shake going to follow. So let's see if Brown can put down a solid run. Trying to start, but see Brown just kind of keeping it peaceful through there, trying not to get too hard on it.
And Shaky being a little conservative to try to make sure he can stay behind it.
Absolutely. Seems like, reeling him in a little bit, but at the same time, staying conservative, closing that gap, but...
And Shaky had a little correction just coming into the new sweeper.
Was it? We'll see the
but
replay
I don't
here.
think it's like zeroable, but that's a word I just made up.
Punishable by 0. So here we go, coming around. Almost kind of drove around that first cone there. But Shaky maintaining drift around it. Oh, yep, little bit of correction. Settling back in the drift, but I think we are good.
Brown? Yeah,
Oh,
350? Oh, Shaky
Flair.
the 240. Okay.
pulling the win, and obviously that was to Brown making the mistake in the follow, over rotating there.
Yeah.
So get a zeroed
A little
out,
bit
and
too
then
much.
Once you.
Little too much to overcome unless there's an absolute zero to match.
Yeah,
on
when
the
you
other
zero
end.
out, you just got to hope and pray that the other driver zeroes out on theirs, so you can potentially get it one more time. But then it may even go to the lead run,
Yeah.
So up next we got Derek Gaskins
And Azeroff.
Azeroff. That's who Azeroff was
Yeah.
talking to Evan.
Azeroff.
Yeah, talking to Evan earlier about tire wear out here, and it's like, dude, it's like I just put them on, so this ought to be a pretty good battle.
Yeah, and he's got a Mark III Supra, which is not a super light car. It's not like
Yeah.
a 240 or Miata or anything.
And you don't really see much of them either, you know.
That's
I know it got a
slightly
lot
uncommon chassis
got
right
a lot
now.
of suspension work done. So both.
Gaskins says he'll consider a victory if he doesn't break his car this time. He's had a string of bad luck at other events, I guess. So
Yeah, I
it's
think,
held
and this
up
is
so far.
what, third weekend in a row of drifting.
Yeah.
And trying to fix your car in between rounds as well, man. And then too trying to work your normal job.
Yeah, true. But yeah, it's a little tough to have weekend to weekend drift events, but hey, at least he can do them all. No actual overlaps. Luckily,
That's dedication in my book, man.
Yeah. You never want to have overlaps with other organizations and stuff like that. We do our absolute best to avoid any overlaps with other organizations. We reach out with our schedule every single year, trying to not have any overlaps. They still happen from time to time, but we're doing all we can to make sure we're not having a drift weekend the same time as someone else.
I actually had a conversation about that earlier. Somebody asked me, they were like, man, there's a lot of stuff going on this weekend.
Yeah.
It is like, there's a lot of events going on this weekend. Heck, even over at the drag strip, man, they got
A huge event.
dude,
going
that
on
is
there.
huge. I think what they were running
Like 200 mile an hour in the 8th mile. Is
What?
what Will Toller was telling me.
What? All right, so here we go. Derek Gaskins. Evan and Chase.
Considerable lead right out the gate.
Yeah, which would be expected with over 500 wheel horsepower there.
A little,
I believe on
several
E85.
bobbles there with the Mark III Supra.
Oh, Dukes of Hazzard.
Rally.
So right there, I mean, usually Evans
Yeah, he was running pretty
doing
consistent.
pretty good. Always a consistent driver,
Yeah.
hanging out with the Charleston crew.
Like you said, his power is a disadvantage, but yeah, he was running real smooth earlier. So let's see what he does in the lead and see if Gaskins can
Yeah,
follow
so here
him
we
with
go
that
in the
power
replay.
difference.
See, like just a little bit of bobbling, and then off
Yeah,
track.
that's at least 2 off.
Gaskins.
But with the multiple straightens, it's kind of almost a 0 to start with anyway, unfortunately.
Yep. Look at Brian. He lost. You saw him lose the walkie-talkie.
Oh,
Here he comes, coming down to let us know something.
All right, my sexy man, what we got?
Ah.
Oh, okay.
All right, there we go.
Radio swap.
El Radio.
Just give him that one.
Swapo.
Oh wait, that's my radio that died?
So actually, it works in advantage over there to Evan. Get to check out the car for just a second. Not sure. I hope nothing. I hope there was no damage to anything because
It's a pretty sweet ride.
it is, and it's
He's
like
got a few dings because of drift car stuff, but looks like we might have to do a competition timeout if he needs a little time.
Yep. So we'll see what I saw Christy, Marshall's wife, down there checking it out. Yeah, I hope nothing happened because you hate to see somebody, at that point.
Here comes the truck.
Oh man. So at that point, might have to. You never know. There were some, the cones back there. Maybe the cone got under the car, knocked the intercooler coupler off, or something like that. Hopefully, it's something extremely simple.
Yeah.
To get back on track. Again, if you get knocked out of the comp.
Looks like he fully conceded.
Oh, second Gaskins. So Gaskins just got to hold the composure through the course, and we'll be moving on. I had to have a moment of silence for that smoke.
Oh, that's a little worrisome spot for me. Right on the tires, you're not going to take well, man.
Yeah, give it about 10 foot.
Is this 16 now?
Yep, this is the last one. Yep. So right here going into, so we got Gaskins getting the win on that one, obvious reasons. So this is going to be our last battle in the top 32.
Yeah, they're calling him down. It looks like.
Trey Graves versus Bocox. Sound like a transformer. I love it.
Celebrity, Mr. Woods.
Yeah, man.
Here's your
So,
close-up, man.
You can see behind us, looking like a packed house back here. The weather is pretty good, man. It's been
We've
kind
had
of,
some cloud cover, but I was hoping for more, but it's still pretty good.
man. That
This
cloud
breeze-
cover just keeps you from the sunburn, man.
And,
Well,
and then the breeze is nice, but it's not obnoxious. It's not real heavy and blowing all the tents down.
yeah,
and all
I
that
think it's
stuff.
probably what.
Which we've had that before too.
Yes, sir.
All right, so who's next on our list?
I got Trey Graves going to be leading
Oh, and
Bocox.
yeah, I think so.
Transformer.
A few tricky names this year.
So I see that, the tricky names, not saying nothing against nothing, but it
Hey.
seems like you got some a lot of people from overseas coming down, moving to the Charlotte area,
Okay.
bringing maybe drifting over there and whatnot, bringing it over to the US of A, and entering these competitions and stuff like that. If you
Man,
ever-
I've talked to these guys some, and man, they seem to have a lot of passion. They're really all about it.
that's awesome.
And it seems like they definitely have some considerable experience.
Got Sargon over here, almost getting chopped up with the drone. Go split the coin bag open.
The broken car is in the grass over here, and they want to know if they can keep going with the comp.
Yeah,
Do we have to clear them out?
it's past behind the line. I think it's.
Yeah,
We'll just have to be careful.
It's right here, handing off
Careful
the,
with the
the
burnout
bracket.
warm-ups.
Man, Evan over there pulled off to the side. I truly hope nothing happened. I know going off track.
Maybe we can.
Well, if it does, all our boys going to be out here helping him try to get it fixed because we all want to run with the homies. So we should have a little break after this. We're going to go our top 16, and we'll take about a 15-minute break.
Yep.
So we got
And
one more battle. to
Evan
get
down there got Schumerek with him and former champion.
to. Schmurk.
Good. Oh,
Yeah. Very
well, as y'all see,
Yeah,
I'm
we got
horrible with
those
last
tricky
names. All right,
names.
yeah.
And I have to look at them on paper a lot more, so it's easier for me, I will say. So.
And former champion Gutierrez. I think I got that
Oh
right.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's
Winning
just,
the first ever Rockingham Speedway competition series there when we moved
Yeah.
up here, and then had our first series. Man, when we had our first series, what we have? How many people we have in the comp was maybe 20,
something like that.
something like that.
Look, for certain rounds, like round 2 was at Little Rock only when nobody knew how.
Oh
cool
yeah, and it was like what 11 cars.
No, I think it was 16, but
16?
yeah, something like that. Or maybe it was 16, and a couple of them broke, and it got down to 11 or 12.
So here we go, another unorthodox drift car. Got the
Yeah.
got the V6 Genesis coming in. Vocox in the Hyundai, and Trey Graves,
With the
white
Turbo
Miata,
Miata.
Turbo Miata coming in. Getting the power and cruising through there. Oh, a little bit of correction by
Yeah.
Vocox.
Looked like some kind of weird
Pockets.
drift issue.
One or the other. Like Trey had that little Ebisu jump there going into it, but definitely holding a solid line.
Right, strong finish there.
Got behind us last year's champion with the clean sweep,
Yeah.
Nick Abbott back here, rocking it out, supporting. I think I heard a rumor he's trying to get into a car today to drive around a little bit.
Yeah, he's out here supporting. He's going to be doing some judging for us later in the season.
Absolutely. See, and that's cool, and that's what it's all about, Once you progress and move on, just come back and be on the other side of it, do some judging, and obviously moving up. I believe. So here we go, flopping it around. Trying to keep it shallow. Oh, looked like he almost tried to get too much into it and had the bobble in
I
that
don't know if
transition.
the super
Oh, right there,
wide
a little
line
bit of
by the
straight.
lead driver had any effect on him or not.
So we'll see here as they finish it out. Yeah, Trey's car looked like it moves pretty good because it's just closing the
A
gap.
few little puffs of smoke coming out the tailpipe, not the tires, but that's turbo car.
Yeah, you got the same tuner you do, Orville Redenbacher.
Pippin' and a poppin'.
That was the KAT days there, but. Oh, all right. It's not Volkov. It's what we see there. Volkov.
Oh, okay. We had a typo then.
Typo, yes.
Volkov gets the win, and that is our top 16.
Trey Graves, though, throwing it down. Definitely going to be a threat in the future.
All right, so let's shut down the track for 15 minutes before we go into top 16.
So we're going to take just a minute, take a break here for a few before we get into our top 16.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's mine. Thank you. I was looking for it.
Was there a, no? All right. Thank you.
And we need to post this, too, on Facebook to let people catch them up.
All right.
Picture of it.
What was the change? Did we have it wrong on the first thing? All right.
And you're right.
So we got a correction from the Phillips and Wright battle. We called it wrong on our behalf on the announcing, so it was Andy Wright with the win.
Oh, yeah.
How do you smoke a cigarette?
I didn't know. I don't know if we're taking a break between.
Hey, we're taking a 15-minute break. Remember, we're shut track down.
32 and 16.
What's on that? Just are you gonna restart the live or something?
Somebody sent them on track, but we ain't there yet. All right, so yeah, again, we're taking a 15-minute break. It is 4:40 now. We'll be back at 4:55 to start the top 16, right about there. So if you need to grab a snack, grab a drink, grab some sunscreen, go to the potty, come on back. We'll get the show started and running again. Finish out top 16. 15-minute break.
That's just the reset or whatever?
Yeah, well, just bathroom, breaks. I mean, yeah, break for the live stream, whatever.
All right, well, in that case, you might as well stop the live stream. Remember how you were talking about breaking it down?
Yeah.
Might as well do that. And then come back with that.
How's it going? Good. I mean, it's as it always goes. That's how it's going. Right. Y'all are for the most part pretty good. Yeah, these guys are always good.
Yeah. All right, folks, so we're going to cut the live stream for now. We are going to take a 15-minute break. This live stream is about to end, and we'll restart a new live stream for Top 16. So this one's going to end. Still add all the comments and cheer on your favorite drivers, but as soon as we come back in 15 minutes, we'll have a new live stream. So we're going to end this session for now. See you in 15.